we are going to track certain metrics which indicate the progress. So, for example, uh, how do you measure the performance of the vehicle?
Performance of what?
Vehicle, any vehicle, bike.
Bike. Okay.
How do you measure the performance?
Mileage.
Mileage, mainly mileage. You don't care how many cc sometimes.
Yeah.
Am I getting 40 kilometers or 90 kilometers mileage or not? Correct. So same way when it comes to SEO, see over there it's mileage. Mileage is your key performance indicator for any vehicle to qualify or quantify, or maybe to sorry, not qualify, quantify, to certify that's the best performing vehicle. Correct. Mileage, there could be many other things like road grip, a couple of things, but if we all are very much concerned about the mileage will be the key indicator.
Yes.
Correct? So same way in SEO, to understand the performance we understand certain metrics, like for it indicates the status, SEO status of the website, how good the SEO is, how bad the SEO is, or maybe client is more curious to know how are things progressing. It's not always the traffic. SEO measure is not always the traffic. Correct?
Yes.
So just because some company is selling a bike at highest price doesn't mean that's the best performing bike. Correct? Correct. So just because you are doing something that's not you, just because you have put 10 people on the account to work on the account, that doesn't mean that's the best delivery from you. Correct? So these are some of the metrics that indicate the SEO is progressing. So one is domain authority. Okay. See, crawl frequency, we were discussing crawl frequency in the past. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So, crawl frequency, what is crawl frequency? Crawl frequency is a measure of number of visits by the bots during any specific time period considered. Correct? For example, let's say for today, I'm going to measure the number of visits by the bot for today. Bot must have visited 20 times or 30 times or 100 times today.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
That is crawl frequency. The frequency at which bot with the measure of frequency at which bot visits in any specific time considered. For example, here we are taking this per day. Correct?
Yes.
Now that is the ideal way of measuring crawl frequency. Correct? But it's super difficult for many of us here to understand crawl frequency. That's when a tool came into picture that's called as Moz Domain Authority Checker. A person by name Moz has developed a tool and he named it as Moz Domain Authority Checker. How do I understand? See, any website that is getting crawled quite often. Now we understand that through Search Console. See, in fact, Google had a metric for this called as page rank. Page rank. So in the scale of 0 to 10, page rank 0 to 10. Okay. So 0 indicates that your website is not getting crawled quite often or not that popular on the internet yet. In terms of search engines, it's mainly about the crawl frequency, right? So 10 indicates that your website has the highest crawl frequency.
Okay.
Correct?
Yes.
Search engines are considering your website, crawling your website quite often. Okay. So this metric was quite misleading for people. Human exploits everything. He started exploiting, and he was just behind the number. So we used to speak that, oh, okay, what is the page rank of your website? I have screenshots about this. I have a blog about this on kandadigital.com. How to check domain authority, or how to check crawl frequency, or how to boost domain authority. How to boost. Make note of this. How to boost domain authority. You can visit kandadigital.com and in the search box you can type how to boost domain authority. And this is explaining you the a decade old method of understanding the crawl frequency as well, which is no more there. So Google realized that it's of no value, or there is no value for Google. It must be helping people, but that they assume that it might be misleading people also. So let's take it off. So Google discontinued that service of PageRank. Okay. So now PageRank is not there, but people always love to tell I got 100 out of 100, I got 90. How many marks did you get? Correct.
Yes.
So they don't leave their behavior. Correct.
Yes.
So that's when this person Moss came into picture, and he wanted to make money out of it. So some benefit, not necessarily the monetary benefit. In fact, they sells that as. Eventually, they evolved to be as a different level of tool, helping you to understand how many backlinks are built to your website. Everything they made that as a business. Okay. So this person introduced this metric called domain authority. Domain authority. See, Google has its own measure. Google doesn't care how much is the most domain authority.
Okay.
Most sure might know domain authority, some domain authority, and people started studying that as a metric. There's no page rank, right? And now people, for them, they are not really keen to understand how a crawl frequency gets improved. All they try to do is my domain authority has to be highest. They'll start getting behind that number, domain authority. Okay, so I'll take you to one of my other browser, and I'll show you how this domain authorities. Look at this. So this is the domain authority. You see the YouTube's domain authority is 100. You see the number here, all of you here. So there is an extension for browsers. See, for browser you can add any kind of extensions, and I have added an extension here. And this extension, you could see, read the text, right? Domain authority for this domain has access to the site. Okay, it's 100. Okay, let me take you to another domain. What is the domain authority of this website? It's loading still. You will get to see here. It's an extension from Moz. Domain authority for this site is 1. This indicates this website is completely a new website, or nothing much has happened on the website in terms of search engine optimization,
Okay.
right? So the domain authority is 1, right? This doesn't mean that your website will not rank on Google regardless of this number. See, this is a score assigned to your domain on basis of how frequently a website is getting crawled and how popular your domain is in the niche. They have some logic in giving this number. We really have no clue how they give that number. If they tell that, you will also build that algorithm. Correct? So blindly, you have to, I'm not suggesting you have to blindly follow. This is one of the way that people understand how their website, like the crawl frequency of the websites. So from this, I'll say the team trip crawl frequency is negligible. Negligible. Okay. And so once you start doing SEO, this crawl frequency will start progressing. Okay. So people tell why website is not ranking on the top. They will tell domain authority is low. That's not the reason. So domain authority is just measure of a score or a number given to your domain on basis of crawl frequency. So crawl frequency will be super good for this week. You started implementing SEO activities, and this will make website to rank on top, and your domain authority will be still showing as 1. It updates once in a while. Could be after several months also. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So that is sometimes misleading thing, but that's also a blind way of measuring is the website real has good crawl frequency or not. Okay. So if people are building backlinks, they just go and consider this. If I have to build backlinks, I'll the quickest and easiest way to understand if the website is getting crawled or not is to understand its domain authority. Okay, so building links from a website that has got highest domain authority will support you a lot, support you better. That indicates that website is getting crawled more number of times. Bot is visiting that website more number of times. If you get link from that website, your website also will be visited more number of times. That's the logic behind it, right? So that's why people go with this domain authority, and this domain authority continues to improve with improvement in your SEO progress, SEO status. Yeah, page authority. So for your domain, the authority is 90, but your website will have n number of pages, correct?
Yes.
Each page will have a different authority as well. Each page will have different authority. Lesser than that, usually it will be lesser, it can be a lesser or higher than that of domain authority. Okay. So let's take some example. I'll again go back to this browser where I have installed this extension, Moz DA Checker extension. So I'll go to another website now. Learn and Thrive. A new website. This is also a very new website. What is the domain authority that you all see here? It's 15. Let me double click on this. This might enable a bar. Yeah, you see here, page authority is 15, domain authority is also 15. Okay. So that can vary also. Let me take you to one of the course and let's see if that's the same or different. At the bottom, you see,
Same.
yeah, it's the same. Let's try visiting another website.
So that shows that this website has low call frequencies or domain authority is in there.
So domain authority less indicates the MOS tool may not have access to the recent crawl frequency. This is a new website, right? The crawl frequency keeps changing with the activities and implementations.
Okay.
So it might have 3 months back data or 1 month back or 15 days back, right? So though it is suddenly improved, still it doesn't show it that way. We don't know how they calculate or measure, right? This website, let's see what is the domain authority and page authority. Okay, it's asking to log out or log in. So this will have a different domain authority and different page authority. Maybe we'll check it here. MOS DA checker, free domain authority. It was DMOS earlier. They have changed the domain to just MOS. Okay, so I'll copy paste this. Limit 3 reports per day, unlimited for more pro customers. Check authority. See, we are not getting into the complete details of understanding what are all this. Yeah, look at this. The domain authority is 40. Yeah, you see, 33 tools plus testing tools without Ahrefs by combo mini at 599 per month, right? Some 3 to 5,000 or 8,000 also per month. Okay, or can maybe you can buy individual tools as well. And there is some other tool called Majestic SEO. It's not there here. Similar web under testing tools only for combo users. No support available. Testing similar web. See, if you go to these websites, each of these websites, they are all very expensive, right? So this will be a boon to digital marketers who don't want to invest much and still learn these tools or get access to this. Not every tool will be useful. In fact, Ahrefs may be useful for your backlinks, but completely relying on it for everything is not the. See, you use tool data. You should be in a position to assess the tool. It's not that blindly you should be depending on the tools. You should be in a position to assess the tool. If anything is useful from the tool, make use of it. Don't blindly depend on someone. Learn everything by yourself. Just because you don't have time or just because you cannot make it up for now, you seek help of someone. It should be that way. Okay, so the tools should help you that way. See, most 199 per month, and you can download many of your competitors' website backlinks also. Okay, so anyways, we'll discuss all of these in detail the upcoming classes. For today, we are keen to understand how do we onboard a client and how do we measure. Okay, so since I have seen it now, so I'll put a date here. Today's date is 24/01 slash 2024. The website authority is so the website is so in this actually we measure their competitors as well. That's why there is a column called website. Team trips competitors, 3 or 4 other competitors. We do a relative study. This will be tracked on a weekly basis. So every week, what's happening with the metrics and what's happening with their competitors as well. Okay. So you all will get access later. to work on these kinds of things. Domain authority is one, page authority is one, Google index. So how do we check the Google index? We check it this way: site colon team trip dot. Oh, it's not dot com. I guess it's some dot co dot in. Somewhere. Dot co. I guess dot co dot in. Yes. So now we have to check the number of pages indexed pertaining to this website. We will check it this way. This Google index. Yeah, maybe we have to check it this on incognito. So when you do so just because it's not displaying the numbers, I'm trying to scroll and understand. So 84 pages are indexed. You see here 84. So this website might have 100 pages or 200 pages or 1000. We don't know what is the number of pages, but we'll figure it out. So 84, correct? So now same way you can check it on Bing. Bing is another search engine. We have checked it on Google and check it on Bing. So 132 results. Google also shows like this. Okay, 132 results. Okay, so this is not available anywhere for you. This is something the agencies think. It is specific to our agency process. What we do, how to do. That's why you might not find these kinds of things on the internet. Spyfoo keyword count. Okay. So let me do one thing. So we'll have a detailed discussion on this later. We'll get started with thinking. Should we, since we have started, okay, let's continue with this. No problem. We were discussing right yesterday. Oh, the article I was taking you through the article. Okay. Objectives. Yeah, objectives of off pages. Fine. So we'll discuss that and come back here, or we'll finish off this one. Yes. So SpyFu keyword count. So usually you will know for how many keywords your website is ranking if you have access to Search Console. Okay. If you have access to Search Console. Okay. But if you don't have access to Search Console, mainly to study competitors' data, we use a tool called SpyFu. Okay. Now let's see this team trip. What is the status of this website? Okay. So now see for how many keywords your web page ranks can be seen here. You see this number 741 keywords.
Yes, sir.
Their website is ranking for 741 keywords. What is this time period? Last 7 days. Let me take 28 days. Oh, usually we do it for 7 days only. Every week we track the data. See, they are getting only 56 visits every month. Less than 6. Excuse me. So that is 1352 for 120. So for 28 days. Let me go with weekly only. Since that is weekly, we update the tracker on a weekly basis. Okay. So 741 keywords. So we update that number here. Google Analytics. Yeah, Search Console here. So impressions, clicks, average position, webmasters, the text organization, average position. We have missed out on that queries metric, but we are tracking the same information from analytics. Since this number is small on analytics, also it would see Google Search Console uh, shows you only sample data. If you want the actual full data, you have to link Google Search Console to Google Analytics, and that's where you get to see all the data. Okay. So now, since it's a small data, it's going to be same what you see here and what you see on analytics. Okay. So when you have millions, thousands of keywords, you will see regardless of thousands, you will see only 1300, 1400, 1500, 1600 keywords in Search Console. But when you link the same account and for the same time period, you will see several thousands on analytics. Okay. Because Search Console is all about sample data. Okay. So impressions. We all know what an impression is. Yes, sir. You could see here 2.32k, that is 2321. 2321. So clicks 15. How many are they getting? 15 clicks. Average position, it's 50.5. 50.5. You see that? Yes, sir. 50.5. 50.5 is an average position for all these keywords that you see, 740 keywords. So average position is the average of the position of multiple keywords. Okay. So one keyword must be ranking. See, look at this. This is ranking in 2.4 position, okay. 2 position, and this is ranking in 3.6. The average of these two will be 5.6 divided by 2. 5.6 divided by 2 will be 2.8. 2.8 will be the average position of these two keywords. Now it's an average of 741 keywords or whatever the number of keywords it is. It is 50.5. 50.5. Google Webmaster external links. So we need the data here. You see here links. External links. Yeah. So to see all the links, see again the problem is same. This is giving just sample data, but if your website has only 100 links, it shows all the 100 links. This website has got links from scamadvisor.com and linkedin.com. Only two external links to your website is only two. Google Webmaster internal links. Internal links are the links amongst the website from home page to contact us and contact us to about us to some other page, and they have 2003 such links. You see that? 2003 links. 2003. Now total crawl request last 90 days. We are going to see that as well. Go to settings. Okay. And here in the settings, you have crawl stats. Open the report. Total crawl requests in the last 3 months, 19.6k total crawl requests. And how many requests on an average? 289 total crawl requests, 289 average. 19.6k. Total download size bytes, 1.53 billion bytes actually. 1.53 billion bytes. Uh, Data can be measured in terms of MBs, KBs.
Yes, sir.
Here they are measuring it in bytes. 1.3 billion bytes. How many bytes will be 1 KB? How many bytes is 1 MB? 1000? 10,000. 10,000 bytes. 1 lakh. 1 million. 1 million bytes is 1 MB. 1 MB, right?
KB is equal to 10,000 or 10,000.
So 1 MB is 1 million bytes, that is 10 lakh bytes. Okay. So now here 1.5 billion, 53 billion, 1.53 billion, and you have the actual number 1.53 billion, 1.53 billion bytes. Now 1.53 billion bytes. So here you put 1.53 billion bytes to MB. Okay, so you guys get into the calculation and understand what is the total MB. Average response time. What is the average response time here? Average response time is 1.11k. That is 1100 milliseconds. So if I select this, you will see that in the graph as well. Right?
Yes, sir.
982 milliseconds on an average. This is giving you 1037. So its average is 1100 milliseconds. 1,112 milliseconds. So they are not running Google Ads and we are not interested in it. Maybe so this sheet should also have Google business listing data, Google Analytics, similar web. Okay. Now see for this particular website, see since the number of links are very few, you got the data. So sometimes it will be in several thousands. In that case, Google Search Console will not show you the data, links data. So you have to rely on third-party tools like Moz or
SEO.
Majestic SEO or Ahrefs to understand how many backlinks your website has.
Got it.
That's when you will be using the tools. Okay. And now one more thing is see Google Webmaster or Google Analytics are the accounts for your website and you will have access to it. Why will competitor give access to Search Console or Analytics for you? Correct?
Yes.
And still, if you want to know how is their traffic going on, how to the number of links they have, you might have to use these tools like SimilarWeb, Majestic SEO, SpyFu. Okay, SpyFu tells for how many keywords a website is ranking. Since I already know about my website, I don't have to use SpyFu for my website, ideally speaking. But I'll be using SpyFu for all other my competitors. Correct? But I'm just curious how much it shows on SpyFu for my website as well, so that I can study the differences. See, I know I'm already ranking for 741 keywords, but SpyFu might show 500 keywords. I understand there is a difference of at least 20% or 30% or 15%. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So that way I can make a call. Okay, so even my competitor must be ranking for. I will increase it by 30%. Okay. So SpyFu, I'll show you for this website as well. SPYFU. Spyfu.com. So it will be zero probably because that's a very new website and may not be ranking much for any keywords. So
It's
T
free, sir.
trip no paid version free they will give you to check one or two. Wait, so country wise, so the data that you have seen on Search Console it's for complete globe and since they are Indian business, let's understand at least only for India. You see, for India, it's ranking for 341 keywords. Estimated monthly clicks, it's showing 215, but which is wrong. They are getting 15 clicks per week. Month has got 4 to 5 weeks. Correct?
Yes, sir.
That's hardly 60 to 70 visits.
Correct.
Correct? Estimated month SEO click change minus 38. Monthly 38 clicks are dropping. It's telling that it's dropping, but this could be 3 months old data or 4 months old data. We don't know. We have no clue. Okay. Uh, Improved rankings for 98 keywords. Newly ranked keywords 53. Lost rankings for 178 keywords. See, this data is something that can be understood from our Search Console data only.
So it's no use. Okay. Why are we seeing this?
When you have to understand competitors.
Competitors. Okay. Got it.
See, this is mainly for competitors. But instead of using competitors' website, I have used
Our own website.
our own website and this is suggesting some competitors.
But it's not giving the exact data. So how to-
Yes, rough estimate, rough understanding.
Okay.
You will get to know the discrepancy, what is the difference or discrepancy in data when you compare. See, why I did is, see, for smaller websites, the discrepancy will be bigger. They would have not got too many sources to refer to the data and produce the appropriate data. Okay. So when websites are massive, when they are bigger, their data accuracy might improve. Since it's a small website, organic keywords it's ranking for only 11. So look at this. Okay, you are.
Yeah. The results are also different.
See, we don't have to rely on this data for our own websites, but to study see competitors, the accuracy varies. The accuracy depends. It's not going to be. It could be better for some businesses. Okay, we are on the call. Sanjeev is there. Sanjeev, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No doubt, Sanjeev. Are you clear with everything that we are discussing now?
Yes, a little bit. Actually, I'll explain about what is domain authority. Can you give a clear explanation, sir? Once again.
So, domain authority is a score given to the domain on basis of the authority of the domain. It's a measure of authority of your domain over any other domain on the internet. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. Hello. Okay. So now Majestic SEO is again when we already know about our website backlinks, we don't have to rely on it. But when we have too many links, Search Console will not produce you all the data. Correct? So Majestic, yeah, it was Majestic dot Majestic earlier. They have changed it to majestic.com. This is not Bangalore Majestic. Okay, this is a tool. అర్థమైతే tmteamtip.co.in.
So what does this tool do?
This tool tells you about certain metrics such as see, instead of domain authority here we see it as citation flow. The terminology is different.
Okay.
We call it as citation flow here, trust flow here, to check the quality of the links and how many domains are linking to your website. We can check that as well. Okay, so but this is telling me that you have used your maximum free credits. I don't know why it's telling like that. I'm logging in after several months, so probably it must be using our internet and IP. People must be using. So we had a paid version for several years, not just for a month. Every month it charges somewhere around 3.5 to 4,000 every month.
Just tool. So
One
is it
tool.
helpful?
It's like, is it helpful to get a stunt done for the body, heart? It's helpful when you are badly in need of it. Correct? So exactly the same way, this tool could be helpful when you are badly in need of some information. Regularly, it's not compulsorily needed. It's not compulsory. Do any of us here need a stunt? We don't. When it is compulsorily to be done, we have to opt for it. There is no choice. But the better way, what I have shown you is proseo sometimes back. The same tool, in case if it's available over there, you can buy it at a lesser price or a cheaper price. So this is 4,000 here, and there could be probably 200 rupees or 150 or lesser than that. And if your intention is to get only the backlinks count, download the complete backlinks, you can use alternate tool Moz. Moz is alternate tool for Majestic. But since ages we are using Majestic SEO and it's been a practice, and that's why team has put Majestic here. Okay, we are measuring trust flow, citation flow, backlinks from Majestic. Okay, so similar web is again, we will look into this. We are going to discuss each of these tools in detail, anyways. For now, just let's understand the top level. So, similar web is another tool. Now, I'm very curious to know how much traffic Amazon gets every month. Will Amazon tell you?
No, I don't.
Will Flipkart tell you? I'm curious. I'm very curious. I'm desperate. I want to know it. How will I know? And this company came into picture. They understand the necessity. Even without necessity, they create a necessity. They will come and tell. Do you think for the first time any product that we are using today was a requirement for anybody? they uh, innovate, correct? They manufacture, innovate, what do you call that as? And then they bring it to you. They assess the market, they understand the requirements, and they will do the innovations, and then they come to you, correct?
Yes.
Now, won't you be interested when I tell by doing this you can make 10,000 every day,
Obviously, yes.
correct?
Yes.
Or maybe something like that. See, for digital marketers or for business owners, the weakness is knowing about competitors. They'll be desperate to know what's happening with the competitors. That's what they are encashing.
But how is this, where only this is free, so other tools are
This is not free. Who told it's free?
It is free.
SimilarWeb gives you some free credits. That doesn't mean it's free. All of these tools will allow you to check it for 2 websites, 3 websites, and post that it says pay. Okay. So maybe let's see if it is allowing us. Let's check it out. Let's check it for one of the website. Similar web. So it was actually free for unlimited number of websites in the past. Eventually, see that's how they do initially. Initially they would give it for free, and later similarweb.com. Loading.
Now, from past to week, it's not working properly.
Yes, yes, it's not working. Maybe they will block
Google,
the IPs.
Google has introduced similar website.
Google?
Has introduced similar.
No, it's not from Google.
What is it introduced? You can check it. Just type similar web. You will get from Google also.
Okay, it's not working for me. Okay, I'm not sure if it works or not.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, Sanjeev.
Actually, Majestic is a purchasing domain as a person.
Majestic domain you
explain?
cannot purchase. That's owned by someone already.
Someone.
Majestic is owned by someone. Can I purchase your house though you are not selling it? Can I grab your house just like that? But you will allow me to come to your house and have a cup of tea or coffee, correct? So same way, Majestic SEO will not allow you to buy their domain because they already own it, or any other platform, any other domain seller also will not allow you to buy Majestic SEO domain. Majestic SEO domain is a place or a URL or an address where you can access their tool. You can purchase the subscription for the tool on majesticSEO.com, or Majestic SEO is just an address to visit or access the tool. Okay,
Okay, got it.
yeah. So SimilarWeb is not working. You just add the URL, and SimilarWeb gives you the traffic, and we should eliminate some of these things or rely on other tools. We cannot continue to update SimilarWeb data and Majestic SEO data when we can maybe look for Moz and some other sources for traffic. So traffic
So what
SpyFu
is
was
spy?
what is
Spy means what, sir?
SpyFu is another tool which basically was introduced to understand for keywords. See, each of these tools initially started with the concept of every tool started with a different concept. This tool was mainly for keywords. That's how still we are using it for keywords, and eventually every tool got evolved. So for example, today you will open a shop, you will be selling only tender coconuts, and somebody else will be selling only fruits, and somebody else will be selling only vegetables. And eventually after 1 year or 2 years, all these three people will be selling everything. Correct?
Yes.
I remember shop one only for tender coconuts, and I remember appreciate them for their services, quality, everything for shop two for fruits and shop three for vegetables. Just because they started selling others also, I might say just because they understand that they can make revenue, they can grab attention, they can attract more new customers. Some reason, and it's important to understand for us as a marketer how does all this works. Okay, so they started introducing various other metrics. You can check traffic on SpyFu also, right? And Majestic SEO and SimilarWeb, we should remove them. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll remove SimilarWeb.
As you mentioned, the table column, everything you calculate everything, sir. Index to keywords count.
Huh? Sorry, is your
So as you
dad next
mentioned,
to
the
you?
table number.
Is your
Number.
dad next to you or asking many questions today?
In this question.
Huh?
No, sir, as you mentioned, the table column, what are this one? Google index.
Google
The total
Index.
number of counts are.
You were not there while I was explaining Google Index. The number of web pages. See, while learning the search engines, we understood bot comes to your website, crawls, reads, and takes a copy back to its server, Google server, correct? So now we are understanding how many copies has it taken to its server from our website. You have 200 photos on your folder. I am spying on your computer and I was able to copy 100 photos from your computer to my phone or to my computer or to my hard disk, something like that, correct?
Yes, sir.
So Google bot has visited our website, read the content or information and has taken copy of some files, and we are trying to understand how many files has it taken, correct? That's the index count. And to study that, to understand that, we put site colon domain name on respective search engines and you will get the index count. Okay. So in this, some of these metrics are not necessary, but we can do a relative study always, and we can visit visits, acquisition, just visits.
So you're coming to say that Simple Web is not so required to, correct, sir?
Maybe what we can do is similar web, instead of similar web, we can use SpyFu,
Right.
SpyFu keyword, sorry, SpyFu traffic,
Okay.
or maybe some other tool. Similar web, it's not working for the last 3 months or 6 months. Maybe we as an agency must be visiting that multiple times, and it might not be working properly.
So no, sir. Even I'm working every day on the Simple Web, but from past week it's not working.
For you, individual working on your computer, from your home or from somewhere else, it must be working.
Okay.
The moment you come here to this IP address, to this
Okay.
internet and start using it, it must have blocked our internet or IP because we are using it that much. You understand? So they don't want us to encourage for free usage. When so many hits are coming from this IP alone, the programmers will write, if there are more number of hits from the IP, we might use different laptops, different email IDs, correct?
Okay.
Different devices also. So when they understand these many number of hits are coming from particular area, IP or address, they must be probably an agency. Let's encache. Let's block it. Correct? A person might give a medicine for free to someone who are not in need of it. For someone who are desperate, he sells it.
Yes. Correct.
You will make money only when somebody are badly in need of it, right?
Yes.
So from this they sense, okay, they are badly in need of it. Let's make
Okay.
money out of it. Okay. So visits. So we get all this data from Google Analytics. Bounce rate, visits. Bounce rate is also been eliminated by Google. It's no more available. Bounce rate, I'll explain to you. Traffic, email, organic visits, organic leads, organic payments. So for them, we can delete organic payments. Organic leads, we can have Google Analytics, direct paid, referral, other display, social, organic. All this details we get from Google Analytics, and Google Analytics will have data forever. Okay, if you are not messing up with the analytics tracking code or maybe something, just that when we record here, it becomes easier for us to plot the graphs or process the data and understand what's happening. Last time it was, let's see, just because we have tracked and next time we see this as 700 here, we will be able to quickly understand or sense it. Okay, it's improving or it's dropping. That's why we track all these details here. I'm not sure if we have access to their analytics or not, or if their analytics is working fine or not. Okay, so if that's the case, we won't get any of those details, but I'll show this for some other website. So SCMrush, another tool which initially started to understand competitors' Google Ads performance,
Yes, sir.
and eventually they are into multiple things now.
Our friend, everything is
So keyword tool, that's an extension that was initially started for browsers to give you the keywords and keyword search volume. Keywords Revealer, SEM Scoop, Word AI, Butsumo, Moz. Butsumo is that gives you article topics ideas, content ideas initially when it started, but you don't have to relay when you understand how things work. You all know Canva,
there. Yeah.
199 per month. How much are you spending?
That's,
That much, okay. From where did you get?
yeah. From Canvas. My friend gave me a link. He said that we can create the pro code. Pay him. I don't know what he did. I just told him to come in.
I have never used Pamzilla. Spin rewriter, article builder. See, these are all the number of tools you see are the number of weaknesses digital marketers has got, poor understanding that digital marketers has got about digital marketing. More the tools,
Everything is easy, sir.
huh?
These tools are bad. Everything becomes
If tools are there, things becomes easier.
easy. Yeah. Like we
See,
just,
it's not just about easy. See, if you are sleeping at home, is that not easy? Correct? Compared to that of you going through all this struggle,
yeah.
it's not about easy. It's about doing it in the right way. Okay. So, are you sure these tools are the perfect thing, perfect way? What's running on your mind? Can they speak what's running on your mind?
No, but
Can they speak your knowledge?
no.
Have you ever seen a tool explaining you for the custom questions that come from you? That's happening now. Artificial intelligence, but still it cannot do it
Correct, yeah.
to the 100%.
But it's giving, sir.
For predefined set of questions and answers, pre-filled.
Yes.
I will go to A and I'll ask what is the age of Shailesh. Will it tell to me?
No, we can say it doesn't have data, but if it gets the data, it will correctly pull it up.
You ask me, I'll be able to tell something about it.
Yeah. But we are working on bringing the data. So, yeah.
Data is the gold mine. Data can do everything, anything. So all these tools are surviving or making money because of data. The AI as well.
So you spoke about that article, so like I just wanted to speak about that.
Which one?
Article. This gives us
Spin
an
rewriter, article builder.
yes, sir. So if you give a topic, will it give an article? Or
I have no clue. I haven't used these tools.
okay, can you give an any tool services which we give a topic and it gives us
ChatGPT gives you, right?
ChatGPT doesn't give the proper exams. It just gives us a seven points. It has a limited things.
It depends on, see, prompts, how you give the prompts to them. Okay. So if I give a prompt to you, hey, go and get that. You get angry.
Yeah.
Hey, Shailesh, please, can you please get it, Shailesh? This is the prompt.
Okay.
Okay. So if I say to bot, take this topic and give me an article, it gives in the form of points or something like that. If you say at bot, take these points, incorporate these keywords, and give me a very detailed explanation of around XYZ, or my prompt will be such that prompt give me an intro about this topic. Prompt give me about the key points about this topic. Prompt bot give me ChatGPT give me the summary of this topic. Or in that article you prefer to cover the disadvantages as well or something else. You have to work on certain things. That's what we have taught it to people here.
Okay.
They don't just rely on ChatGPT. ChatGPT gives them whatever they want.
Yes.
So prompt that's called as prompt engineering. That's a new domain happening now in the markets. Prompt engineering. Prompt engineers are paid well.
Okay.
It's not just about the we might have learned giving prompts pertaining to what we need. But prompt engineering is vast. Correct?
Yes.
You might ask anything to ChatGPT and you should know how to ask it. That's where people struggle, right? They don't know how to speak to people and they will be hated by everybody.
Yeah.
Correct?
Right.
From heart, they could be good. They may not have bad intentions. But the way how they are being brought up, how they speak, everything must be putting them in trouble.
Yeah.
Correct?
So Grammarly is also there.
Grammarly, paid version. See, Grammarly, long back I had registered for an account. They just deducted 12,000 rupees automatically.
What reason? 1,000.
Paid version gives you better
Okay.
outcome. Okay, so this is 150 rupees. So that is hardly 1500 rupees, 1600 rupees per year, and I paid 12,000. It's not that I did not had any kind of intentions. People long back, even before ChatGPT or a lot of other, so they wanted to cross check something like that. They purchased it. Everybody are using it.
Okay.
Not bad also, because this is restricted for only one computer. That's how they have to put the conditions, and that's everybody are logging in and using it. Okay. Even people, the trainees who have left from here, some of them who were part of our internship program, paid internship, even they must be also still using it.
Because of
It's expiring soon. We are not going to renew it. Okay. I told you, right? They are people who are part of internship programs. That doesn't matter. If there's something that's available, it can be made available to everyone.
can't believe that limited learning ability has been explained. Those are free engineers.
I don't know what kind of access they must be giving or providing. Skillshare, okay. But be careful with this. Don't be too dependent. Know everything, and be in a position to understand what to do, what not to do. Okay. So for all of your information, I have never used any. I mean, I'm not completely dependent on any kind of tool. I feel like I am better than this. I can, if I have to build a tool, I might probably build a better tool than this.
Okay.
Any of the tool here. So that's the kind of mindset I have, because I know the core, the basic core logic, how things work, how things function. If we know that, we can do it on our Excel sheets. Correct? People, just because they cannot plot a graph using data, we will be learning that as well in this course. How to plot graphs. Any of you has experience plotting graphs?
So you mean to say that code yeah.
Pivot tables and then graphs from the data,
Graphs.
processing data. Yeah. So here the core part is data analysis and interpretation. It's not about knowing plotting the graphs, how you analyze the data and how you interpret the data. That's very, very crucial. That's one of the most important skill that most of the people, like we had an amazing team in the past, pre-COVID. Everybody was so good at it. Because I was not taking classes like this. My time was spent at the desk.
Okay.
I used to sit there and teach there on the work that they are doing. From day one, they used to be work. They all were our employees. From day one, they'll be working assigned on some project, and whenever they are stuck with something, had to be explained, had to be shown. Based on the project, they used to learn. People were also excellent. Yeah. Okay. Coming back, analytics. Uh, let me check which project it is. So look at this here, DA81, PA74. This is another example. A number of links analytics has. Units, tons, 100,000, 10,000 lakh, 10 lakh crore. That is 11 million links.
This learner, for example,
What?
that you
Huh?
that
This is pertaining to analytics. Google analytics for Google.
oh, which website?
Analytics, this one, learn it. Sir. Yeah, I'll show you because we don't know we have access to it or not. Uh, yeah, acquisition, user acquisition. Yeah, see, look at this. These are the different channels from which you are getting traffic. It's loading again. Okay, so you have new users 178, new users and total users 192. This indicates 170, 192 minus 178. This indicates 14 people are revisiting the website. Or of the total 192 people, 178 are new and 14 people are returning visitors of the old. They must have visited the website in the past and have come to the website again. Average, we are going to discuss this all in detail today somehow, just because we got that weekly report. I'll just show you from where and all you will get the data. See, paid search, you have 137 visits direct for this time period. Let me take from January 1 to 24th. organic search 1200 visitors, paid search 600 visitors, direct people direct, this could be probably from WhatsApp data is encrypted, right, end to end encrypted. So if it's not readable, if it cannot understand the source, it's a website on another website, people click on it and come to this, that's mentioned as referral. Organic video, the video is posted on YouTube or somewhere else, must be getting traffic to the website. Unassigned, the source is not assigned, could be probably that will be, see, usually that was showing as not set earlier. Unassigned will be multiple channels people must have visited, the basically the tool doesn't have access to it.
Okay, what is the paid search?
You are paying to platform and you're getting traffic to your website.
Any example?
Google ads,
Okay.
Facebook ads, LinkedIn ads, Twitter ads, Instagram ads, Quora ads, all that will be under paid search. Direct is, this is direct. I'm directly, this is called as address bar. This place white space is called as address bar, and I'm typing the domain name directly here, and that's called, that is referred to as direct. And also, if there is no source information, they couldn't track. It's not, there is no information. They're not supposed to track in some cases. They won't be tracking in those cases. They will put it as direct. Okay, and the same way, organic social, this is from social media platforms. If it is getting organically by seeing your post, people must have clicked and come to your website, that is organic. If it is coming from paid on social, it will be underpaid, or everything that you pay and get by the traffic is paid. Referral, your website is mentioned on other websites, they click from those websites and come to your website, that is referral. Organic video on Google, maybe YouTube, so it goes under social. If traffic is coming from YouTube, also it goes to social. So this video, maybe links on the videos. No. Yeah, it should be pushing it as social. Okay. Organic videos, your videos ranking on Google and getting the traffic. Unassigned 12. So you will have information from which all countries you are getting traffic, which all cities. We will discuss all this in detail. Okay. We will be able to know from which internet they are coming, from which browsers they are coming, from which pin codes they are coming. Not pin codes, the area, the IPs. We will have various kinds of details. Okay, we will be learning this tool in depth in the coming classes. Okay, so all those details will be tracked here, and we study them on a weekly basis. What's happening with this metrics? All of this help you to understand the progress of your SEO.
So is it only for websites or? Yeah.
For different platforms, different metrics. For example, in the same sheet, we are supposed to track Google Business Listing. I'll show it to you. Let me take you to. Say, I want to track anything that's related to it, the respective at one place, because these details will go away. Okay. So right this moment, whatever I see, I'll just. You can bring in YouTube related details. If you're working on multiple platforms, you can bring in a lot many other details. So in monthly report, we actually do that. So in the next class, I'll show you. Tomorrow, I have meeting at 10 o'clock. Click on performance. It's not for website. You can track it for your YouTube channel.
In Google Analytics. YouTube Analytics.
YouTube Analytics. So you can track like this on a sheet. But Google Analytics, if you want to compare and understand the metrics, it's good, it's suggested. So overview, business profile interactions, when we are seeing it at 1644. So what we do is we track that here. For some other, I don't know why team has not put that here. Maybe Google Business, we can do it in separate sheet or we can do it here also.
Google Business. So only like Google Business, did you run these things? What about Facebook or Meta?
No. So it depends on the projects. See, for them, we are only providing SEO services.
Okay.
Google Business and SEO services. So now you can have it. Google Business interactions. Maybe if not, I'll do it in a new sheet. I can do it as Google. Okay. So next, calls. How many calls have they got? See, now you can update the month January. You can put this way. Okay. Interactions 6 months. Date. Okay. This will be. Okay. We are tracking it on 24th January 01 slash, or I'll do it as December. So interactions on this date, I'm tracking the recent 6 months month, December. What is there for December? 8 calls or interactions. I'll do it as again interactions. December is 270 interactions. January is interaction 6 months. Interactions. December is 270. 270. And again January, I want to do it for January. Tracking date will be something else. Okay. For now, I can do this also. Interaction 6 months. And January, still January is not done, so we are not going to track it now. Same way, calls. Last 6 months, we are going to calculate 57. Calls 6 months. That is 57. And December months, calls monthly. Interactions monthly. Okay, this is average of 6 months. Sorry, not sum of 6 months. December month only, sum of 6 months, and December month only. December, how many calls have you got? 8. Now, January is not yet done. We'll calculate once January is done. 8 calls. And now, messages, total overall messages 2, and the month is 0. Messages 2. See, now after we implement certain things, this will progress. So client will be able to understand how things are progressing very easily just by looking at it. Just everything on one single sheet. You don't have to log in and struggle to understand. We will explain it here, everything. What else after messages? Directions. Directions, website clicks. Bookings will be usually for hotels. That happens online booking. So now 1503 is for 6 months. And we had 257. What is that? Direction site. 1503 and 257. This is directions. This is directions. And then website clicks. So for everything we have to make it as sum. 6 months sum. Okay. clicks monthly. 6 months sum is 82 and only December is 5. 82 and 5. 82 and 5. And what else? Okay. So you all understood right how to do this, and tomorrow we'll discuss about the off page, and then see there are a lot many metrics. See whatever is important for you. So now here for you the breakdown is important. Maybe you can have it keywords 415. When you have seen on this track order on this date, there are 415 keywords. This might go up or go down. Okay. So searches show your business profile and search results. For 115. This is already recorded, right? People viewed your profile 2,300 more videos. Okay. Interactions and people viewed your business profile. Viewed 2349. You know the difference between viewed and interacted?
Yes, sir.
What is that?
You just click, see it, come back, maybe the
View is
yes.
something like impressions. When you
Yes.
search buy shoes, you see Flipkart, Amazon, everything.
Yes.
They just see it. Interactions is they explore the business listing, messages. They might leave message. They might see photos. They might do something like that. Okay. So views also you're tracking. Okay. So this is fair enough. This is enough. This is what same way you have to figure out it for sorry other platforms. YouTube, what all has to be tracked? What is the key metric? Okay. 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 So let's wind it up for